plus another Sally object's number value. So basically, we're going to have two Sally objects already. We're going to have a Sally object that, say, has a number of 20 and another Sally object that has a number of 30. And whenever we create the brand new number, it's going to have a value of 50. So that's where we're going to be returning the brand new Sally object. So in order to do that, all you do is this, return brand new, just like that. And what this is going to do is return the brand new Sally object. So basically, we're going to be calling this on a Sally object that already exists. And what it's going to do is, this line is going to create a brand new Sally object. Right here, we give a number value to the brand new Sally object, and right here, we're just returning that brand new Sally object. Simple enough. So let's go ahead and, well, I guess now we can hop over to main, and I can actually, show you guys what's going on. So the first thing we need is two already existing Sally objects with the number property that we can add together. So Sally, well, we'll call this object A, and we'll give it a value of like 34. Now we need another one, Sally B, and we'll give this value 21. Now we need a blank one, because whenever we call this value, remember, it doesn't have a number property yet, so that's what we're going to be giving it. So let's go ahead and create a blank Sally object with C. And now all we need to do is this. You might be thinking, alright, whenever I wanted to before, like give a number property to the C value, I would do something like C equals A dot add, and then you would add B to that. And I mean, what that would do is, whenever you wanted to add a number property to C, it would take A and add B, get some integer, and add it to the property of C right there. Well, with this overloaded operator, you don't have to do that anymore. Here's what you need to do. C equals A plus B. And that way, whenever we use the plus sign, C++ already knows that we have a special meaning for it right here. So whenever it sees the plus sign called on one of these objects, it's going to know to run this function right here. So let's go ahead and run this, and now that we use that plus sign, the C object has a num property. So let's go ahead and see out c.num, and then let's go ahead and end that line. And let me go ahead and run this real quick, and I'll show you guys that it says 55. So what it did is basically this. It took this number value, 34, added this number value, 21, it gave us 55, and through the use of our overloaded operator, that's where we got the Sally num. So let me talk you guys through one last time what's going on. Maybe this will clear things up for you. In our very first line of code, we created a Sally object, and the num had a value of 34. So we know whenever we created a Sally object and we passed in an integer, then it assigned that integer to the property of num. So we have a Sally object, and A Sally object is num 34. B Sally object is num 21. And then we created a C Sally object, and remember, whenever we created a Sally object that we didn't pass in a parameter, it just created a blank Sally object right here. So we said, alright, with our blank Sally object, we want to use A plus B. So it said, alright, I know this plus, since you're trying to do something weird, I know that you're trying to use this overloaded operator. So it said, alright, C equals A plus B. That means you're trying to use C, the Sally object, with this function right now. So what it did is it took the current object, which was A, right there, and this B was treated as the parameter, another Sally object. So what it did was it took the current object's number, which was 34, it added another Sally object's number, which was 21, and it returned a brand new Sally object with 55 as its number. So as its return value, we set equal to C. So C now equals a brand new Sally object with 55 as its number. So that way, whenever we printed out our brand new Sally object with its new number, that's why it printed out 55 on the screen right there. So again, like I said, operator overloading is a little weird because it basically takes your plus sign and you don't have to use a function name anymore. So instead of this, it pretty much changes that all into a plus sign. So I know it's kind of a weird syntax at first, and to be honest, I don't use it a whole lot in my programming. So if that gives you confidence that you're probably not going to be seeing this a whole lot, then you can relax. But I just want to give you guys the idea of what operator overloading is, because whenever you're at a job and people are talking about it, you don't get lost or whatever. So that's what it is, but you won't be seeing it all too much in my programs. So now that you guys understand the concept of it, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and you're probably going to have to rewatch this video a couple times and do some examples of your own. And if you have any questions, don't forget to check out my forum, thenewboston.com/forum, and hopefully I can answer them for you. So anyways, one last time, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.